Boo!
Are you trying to scare me, Jake? If so, your technique needs work.
I'll get you, Gracie. You'll see.
Speaking of fear, have you ever been so scared that you don't know what to do? You're too afraid to take any action, so you don't do anything, even when you know there's something you really need to do.
That's where the phrase paralyzed with fear comes from. Maybe you know that you did something wrong and really need to tell your parents about it, but you're afraid of getting in trouble, so you just sit there, too worried to move.
Or maybe you need to go to the doctor to get a shot. You know it's good for you, but you also know it will hurt a little bit, so you try everything you can to avoid having to go.
We all know this isn't the way we should behave. But how do we overcome our fears to do what we need to do?
There is a really famous story in the Bible about a time when the Hebrews got scared. God had just convinced Pharaoh to release the Hebrews from their slavery in Egypt, but after he let them go, Pharaoh changed his mind, and had all his soldiers and chariots chase after the Hebrews until they trapped them along the bank of the Red Sea.
The Hebrews thought they were going to be killed by the Egyptians, so they were very scared. They said to Moses, "Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? What have you done to us by bringing us out of Egypt?"
They weren't handling their fear in the right way. When the Israelites cried out, God said to Moses, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on." Then he parted the Red Sea, and the Hebrews walked safely across.
Sometimes we get so scared, we are standing still, when what we really need to do is move. The key to moving is trusting God.
Just like the Hebrews had to trust that God would rescue them from the Egyptians, when we know we need to move, we should ask God to give us strength, then just move.
The longer we stay still, the harder it gets to get up and move where we need to go.
So remember, when you're scared or anxious, the right way to handle it is to trust God, then get up and move. See you next week, everybody. Bye!
Bye!